Anambra's House of Assembly. Anambra government tax education officers on fidelity. DSS to search Emefiele's home office. And on the foreign scene, India, Pakistan on high alert as cyclone Biparjoy approaches. Before the news in detail, here is a special message. Governor Chukwuma Soludo has come for a total turnaround, maintenance of the Anambra state economy and promotion of core Igbo values. Let's give him maximum support for the tax ahead. Welcome to the news at 7. My name is Chidimma Oranwa. Anambra State Governor Chukwuma Soludo has performed the proclamation of the 8th Anambra State House of Assembly with a call for collaborative efforts in the service of the Anambra. Government House correspondent Ejike Abana reports that the proclamation of the 8th Assembly was followed with the election of principal officers of the House. His report.
According to Governor Soludo, who called for their productive partnership, the mantra remains one Anambra, one people, one agenda. The governor described the successful inauguration as a watershed in the journey to build that livable and prosperous homeland. The Anambra governor called on the 30 members to always abide by the oath of office and allegiance which they swore.
In our aspiration, in our journey to build that livable and prosperous Anambra, new partnership has emerged today. That's the essence of what has just happened today. Today, the 8th Assembly has been inaugurated. Together with the executive and together with the judiciary, we have all been employed by the people of Anambra to score that singular ball and put it into the net. One Anambra, one people, one agenda.
The new speaker, Right Honorable Somtochukwu Udeze, who said that he knows that 8 of them were eligible to stand for the election, described it as a new dawn, expressing gratitude to them for reposing the confidence in him and called on them to brace for the task ahead. He added that irrespective of political affiliations, the interest of Anambra remains at the front burner, emphasizing that contrary to the misconstrued notion of loggerheads between the arms of government, the 8th Assembly will become responsible partners in governance.
Your choosing me today to lead this honorable house is a great privilege I will not take for granted. For reposing this confidence in me, I assure you and indeed the people of Anambra that I will neither fail nor disappoint you. We shall all work as a team to reposition Anambra.
Chief of Staff to the Governor, Mr. Ernest Ezajuri, described the new members as young and vibrant with requisite experience to represent their people. The traditional ruler of Umueri, Igwe Ben Emeka, and the President General, Anambra State Association of Town Unions, ASATU, Barrister Titus Akbudo, expressed optimism that the reconstituted assembly will work in harmony with other arms of government to deliver the dream Anambra State.
To function in harmony with the executive, and Anambra will be moved forward. So I'm highly elated.
The national chairman of the All Progressives Grand Alliance, Barrister Sylvester Ezokenwa, Secretary to the State Government, Professor Solochukwu Lobelu, Head of Service, Barrister Theodora Igwegbe, Principal Secretary to the Governor, Barrister Joaquin Aneto, members of the State Executive Council attended the event, which also featured swearing in of the other members, to which Honorable Ikenna Ofoneme of Ekwusigo constituency was nominated as the majority leader, while Jude Ngobi will serve as the deputy majority leader. From the State House of Assembly, Oka, Ejike Abana, ABS News.
Meanwhile, the clerk of Anambra State House of Assembly, Mrs. Esther Aneto, has inaugurated the 8th Anambra State House of Assembly following proclamation of the House by Governor Chukwuma Soludo. The member representing Obarotu constituency, Right Honorable Somtochukwu Udeze, has emerged Speaker of Anambra State House of Assembly. Udeze, a 3-time member of the House, was elected unopposed after he was nominated by Honorable Ikenna Udodeme, member representing Ekwusigo constituency, and was seconded by Honorable John Mark Ikunne representing Oka North constituency. Honorable Chukwuma Okoye representing Oka South 2 constituency emerged as the Deputy Speaker of the House. Honorable Okoye was elected on a post after he was nominated by the member representing Obaruwan constituency, Honorable Nebul Igwe, and seconded by the member representing Ihiala constituency. The clerk of the House, Mrs. Aneto, who administered oath of allegiance on the Speaker, Right Honorable Udeze, and the Deputy Speaker, Honorable Okoye, charged the House to work for the unity and development of Anambra State. Anambra Governor's wife, Mrs. Nonye Soludo, has urged the parents to take the issues of healthy living and hygiene habits more seriously, considering the dwindling standards of family health in most homes. Mrs. Soludo, who stated this in Oka, said she was worried about the growing negligence of basic healthy living norms in families, with parents paying less or no attention to the costly effects of unwholesome health habits. According to the governor's wife, it is in the domain of parents to monitor what their families consume, personal hygiene and cleanliness of each member, body habits, cleanliness of family environment, among others, arguing that the damage of unhealthy life costs more than the demand of healthy living itself. She explained that it is also important for parents to take primary notice of the overall health habits of their children and ensure that they indoctrinate in them the principles of a quality health practice in terms of what they eat and how they take care of their bodies, maintaining her stance that a healthy family is a happy one. Mrs. Soludo said that any family that neglects the rules of hygiene will keep paying regular visits to the hospital, adding that mothers must also begin early enough to teach their girls about body consciousness and guide them through puberty. The Anambra governor's wife further called for the reintroduction of physical exercise breaks in school as a way to educate school children on the importance of their body and building up the consciousness of healthy living in their lives. She said that her planned introduction of healthy living clubs in Anambra schools was to build a formative base for healthy living movement and instill the ideals of quality life in school children. Ahead of the 2023 Basic Education Certificate Examination in Anambra State, Governor Chukwuma Soludo has charged education officers in the state to exhibit the highest standard of fidelity in the conduct of the examination. Governor Soludo's message was delivered by the Commissioner for Education, Professor Ngozi Chumude, during the interactive session with education officers. The interactive session, which held at the conference hall of the Ministry of Education, Jerome Udoje State Secretariat, Oka, was organized to fashion out the best way to get the examination right. Commissioner Chumude reminded the officers of the zero-tolerance posture of the Soludo administration to examination malpractice, while appreciating the education officers for their support that has resulted to the achievement of the education sector. Professor Chumude urged them to close ranks and ensure that this year's Basic Education Certificate examination in the state was conducted with the highest level of credibility. The Bishop on the Niger, Right Reverend Owen Nwokolo, said that a good shepherd must always put the welfare of the flock before his own comfort. Speaking on the theme of the second session of the 32nd Synod of Diocese on the Niger, Feed My Lambs at St. John's Anglican Church, Fege in Onitsha, South Council area, Bishop Nwokolo explained that the lamb symbolizes the innocent, the defenseless, and new converts who should be properly guided and protected, stressing that our true love for Christ will be our devotion to the duty which he has laid upon us. Correspondent Ogochukwu Orano completes the story.
He therefore charged leaders in every sphere of life to attend to those under their influence, while announcing to the delegates that Nigeria University Commission (NUC) has given approval for University on the Niger, which will commence in October this year with 4 departments. On the State of the Nation, Bishop Nwokolo appreciated Nigerians for comporting themselves before, during, and after the 2023 general election and appealed to political office holders not to be forgetful of the various groundbreaking promises they presented in the course of their campaigns and condemned the unwarranted attacks unleashed on the Igbos in Lagos State in recent months, calling on government and security agencies to address the situation before it escalates beyond control. The bishop commended Governor Chukwuma Soludo for the various completed and ongoing road projects across the state and appealed to him to address the issue at Upper Iweka axis of Onitsha, repair some impassable major urban streets and roads.
The lesson to the life is that in the spiritual care of God's children, the feeding of the flock of the word of God is a constant and regular necessity.
The Archbishop Province on the Niger, Most Right Reverend Alexander Ibezim, who thanked God that Diocese on the Niger always has testimony to share, called on Anglican faithful to come out of their homes to develop the church. While the Bishop of Afibo Diocese, Right Reverend Paul Udogo, described the synod theme as apt, considering the current situation of Nigeria. The Synod Secretary, Venerable John Nkwemeze, earlier said the synod is properly constituted with 527 delegates.
House of Bishops School, House of Laity, 252, House of Laity, 274, a total of 527 denominations.
The Chancellor of the Diocese, Sir Nnamdi Ibe-Busan, moved the synod motion, seconded by Venerable Ikechukwu Ihemtuge on behalf of the House of Clergy. Ogochukwu Orano for ABS News.
The Department of State Services has confiscated the passport of the suspended Central Bank Governor Godwin Emefiele following his suspension on Friday as a result of the ongoing investigation of his office and the planned reforms in the financial sector. The service arrested Emefiele in Lagos and flew him to Abuja in a private jet on Saturday. The spokesperson for the service, Peter Afnanya, in a statement said Emefiele has been taken into custody and was under investigation. However, a source in the DSS yesterday said it was standard procedure for his travel document to be seized pending the conclusion of the ongoing investigation. The source added that the office and residence of the suspended Apex Bank governor will be searched. A storm off India's western coast has strengthened to become a powerful cyclone that could hit India's Gujarat state and southern parts of Pakistan this week, the weather department says. The cyclone, named Biparjoy, is expected to make a landfall on Thursday afternoon between Mandivi in Gujarat and Karachi in Pakistan, the Indian Meteorological Department said. The IMD has advised fishing communities to halt operations and the evacuations of people from the coastal areas of Saurashtra and Kutch regions of Gujarat. Two of India's biggest ports, Mundra and Kandla, are in the Gulf of Kutch, while the Jamnagar refinery, the world's biggest oil refinery complex owned by Reliance Industries, is based in Saurashtra region. Over now to sports, Rivers United captain Nima Nwagua has urged his teammates to look forward to having a successful Nigeria Premier League campaign next season. The pride of Rivers have failed to defend the MPL title they won last season after they were held to a one-day draw by Enyimba in the final match of the Super 6 playoffs. Nwagua expressed disappointment as they missed out on the Premier League title. He said that they look forward to next season in the league and on the continent. Rivers United will compete in the CAF Confederation Cup next season. And that's just about it on the news this morning. But before we go, remember that you can follow news and programs on ABS from any part of the world by liking our Facebook page at Anambra Broadcasting Service. Subscribe to our YouTube at ABS Television Oka. Follow us on Twitter at ABS Radio TV and on Instagram at ABS Radio TV. You can also log on to our website at www.absradiotv.com. And now the main point again. Right Honorable Udeze has emerged the Speaker of the 8th Anambra House of Assembly. Anambra government has taxed education officers on fidelity. DSS is to search MFL's home and office. And on the foreign scene, we told you that India and Pakistan have been on high alert as Cyclone Biparjoy approaches. Remember that Governor Chukwuma Soludo has come for a total turnaround, maintenance of the Anambra State economy and the promotion of core Igbo values. Let's give him maximum support for the tax ahead. And that's it on the news at 7. Many thanks for joining us. My name is Chidem.